Well, this queen of comedy, who, by the way, does not age, has a few pointers for getting through life, starting with your 20s.
If you in your 20s, you supposed to go hard, 20. Go hard. Anything you ever thought about doing, try it in your 20s. Go hard. Let me tell you something. In your 20s, you supposed to go so hard. When you leave your 20s, you don't supposed to walk up out your 20s. You supposed to stumble out of your 20s. When you leave your 20s, you're supposed to look like that scene from What's Love Got to Do with It. When Ike and Tina was fighting in the limo, they got up out that try to act like wasn't nothing wrong. They was
She always goes hard. Please give it up for New Jersey's very own comedian, actress, and so much more, Miss Sommore.
Good morning, OG. How are you?
Oh, always better when I get to talk to you. So I have a question about that clip. What if we don't go hard in our 20s? Is it ever too late to start going hard?
You're going to regret it. Well, first of all, it doesn't look right when you go hard in your 40s. So it's better to go hard in your 20s.
So what do I do in my 40s?
Oh, you have to be a grown German Shepherd in your 40s. You got to be a grown. Listen, and then on the other side of that, in your 50s, you wake up every morning like this, waiting, like what's going to happen next. You never know what's going to happen next.
Okay, so first of all, everyone is in awe of you because we're all like, everyone's like, oh my God, how is she like Bernadette Button, Benjamin Button's cousin? I don't know. Because first of all, laughter isn't the only thing you deliver at your shows. Your fashion has always been on point. You, Miss Sommore, made me want to start wearing leather back in the day, but my thunder thighs said, nah, son.
And I come to you this morning with a leather tank top on from Florida.
Of course, because no one pulls it off like you do. And you've been touring a lot the past few months, and we know everything had to be at a standstill due to the pandemic. So were there any silver linings for you? Maybe that you got to take things easy and relax?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I definitely did the pandemic the right way. Going through quarantine, I did 18 months at home, no work, just writing, just trying to stay up on what's going on, all on the internet, and preparing myself when the gates open. So now I'm double vaccinated, I'm deuce, and the boost, and I'm ready to hit the world.
Oh, deuce, and the boost. All right, so you've gotten to work with a ton of amazing comedians. I know Rudy Rush, who I've been a fan of since his days hosting Showtime at the Apollo, will be joining you for your show this week at Caroline's, along with Touré. So since you're from New Jersey, do you usually have a lot of family and friends coming out to see you?
Yes. First of all, I love coming on the East Coast. Like, see, if your jokes don't work in New York, if your jokes don't work in New York, they won't work anywhere. So I am so excited about coming. And then this when I get to see all my family and all my friends that I grew up with. So being at Caroline's this weekend is going to be a big reunion, a great way to end out the year for me. And I'm just excited.
We're excited, too, because you hold nothing back. So especially in this day and age, are there topics now that you say are no-nos for you, or is everything on the table? Because I know there's nothing like you can't tackle with class.
I would talk about everything except Whitney Houston.
Oh.
Whitney Houston is still a gray line for me. Yeah, I can talk about everything but Whitney Houston.
One of my favorite jokes of yours.
I try to keep it classy, but I try to keep it all classy.
Yeah, you're always classy, and I know I told you, like, one of my favorite jokes, one of the times you were here was, like, your Obama walk, when you do the Obama walk off the plane, the bestest ever. And you know how I mentioned working with a lot of amazing comedians? Because I know you're going on tour with Mike Epps, whose show, The Upshaws, is one of the funniest shows I have seen in a while.
Right? It's so funny.
Sommore, why have you never had a sitcom? Do you not want one? I can see you having one.
I am what you call a true stand-up. I absolutely love doing stand-up. And I've never seen anything else that I think can capture my voice the way stand-up has. And with stand-up, you don't have to be one-dimensional.
That's true.
So you can express yourself in very many ways. And I don't know if I can find a talk show that can just compact me like that.
All right, but just in case if Mike Epps says, come on The Upshaws, can you please go on there?
Oh, yeah, I love to do a guest spot. A guest spot is great.
All right, okay, so can I do a guest spot at Caroline's when you were there this week? And
can you do some material?
No, guest spot doesn't come and watch you. I know my place in life. Yeah. I'm not showing up there on stage. It's just because I have restraining orders all over the place. I just want to make sure that if I tell them that Sommore said I can be there, I can be there.
You can be there.
She said it, Greg. You can't throw me out this time. Thank you so much, Sommore. Always a pleasure to see you. Everyone, you can see more of her at Caroline's on Broadway starting this Thursday, December 9th through Saturday, the 11th. And she says it's water and moisturizer and laughter. That's how she stays that way.
Yes, exactly.
You look
And go to
amazing.
bed. And go to bed.
Ridiculously amazing. Love you.
And go to bed.
And
Well,
go to
we're
bed.
out.
Yeah.